What's up guys, today we're playing some Phoenix Dredge in Modern. So this deck managed to somehow top 8 a big Modern event. It's a very all-in graveyard focused aggro deck, which if you're able to dodge surgical effects and graveyard hate, this deck is amazing, just like any Dredge deck is. The difference between the 2018 Dredge deck and this is we're adding Arclight Phoenix and Artist Talent. So with Artist Talent, we're able to churn through our deck, getting Arclight Phoenix, getting Creeping Chill in the graveyard, and just hitting our opponent for 24 damage. For the early turns, we're looking to get a Dredger into the yard so we can gaze at upkeep, we can gaze at end step on turn 1, Faithless Looting, we can put a Golgari Thug or Stinkweed Imp into the yard so that way we can dredge it on turn 2. What's cool about this list is we also have Lava Darts, so we can cast this from hand, or if we surveil them into the yard, we can cast them to make sure that we trigger Arclight Phoenix or Artist Talent. The rest of the list is your usual Dredge cards with 4 Life From the Loam, some Cathartic Reunion, Creeping Chill, and Conflagrates. So the best sequence for the deck would probably be Faithless Looting on 1, getting Dredgers in the yard, turn 2 play Artist Talent, and then turn 3 we get to cast any spell, trigger Artist Talent, so we're just going to be discarding Imp, dredging Imp, discarding Imp, dredging Imp, and then that lets you churn through your entire deck. You'll get 4 Phoenixes that you get to bring back to attack for 12, and then through all of that you're hitting them with Creeping Chill for another 12. So this is kind of like a pseudo combo graveyard aggro deck. While that's all well and good if you kind of get to do the thing and dodge all the graveyard hate, if you don't dodge the graveyard hate, Surgical and Arclight Phoenix just kind of loses you the game right there. You just don't really have enough damage to do unless you're getting it with all Creeping Chills, and then you're attacking with like Imps and Thugs and they're doing damage with their lands. Another way to finish the game would be to conflagrate them if they do get rid of your Phoenixes, but again, it all depends on how much life total they have left. Moving on to the sideboard, we have 4 ley lines for graveyard decks. Force of Despair, mainly for Titan, Neoform, or just like go wide aggro decks. Void Mirror for Eldrazi, or just free spell decks. Consign to Memory for Eldrazi and combo decks. Ancient Grudge for artifacts. 3 Gemstone Caverns. We bring these in on the play, we just sub out 3 lands. And then we have 1 Collector Oof for Affinity. So that is your Arclight Dredge in Phoenix. Before we get into the video, I want to talk to you guys about becoming a YouTube channel member. You get access to a lot of cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. Also, we are a Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save up to 25% on your first subscription, all that information is in the description below. So if you want to see more modern content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. Alright, welcome to match 1 on the draw. We're going to keep this hand. We have at least 1 land, which is fine because we have Faithless Looting and then a bunch of Dredgers. And then we draw land 2, we have Artist Talent, Preordain. So this could be Mill, this could be a bunch of things. If it's Mill and they have the set of Surgicals, we're kind of in trouble. Conflag. Start with the Looting. Try to find land 2. We do not. I'm going to discard both Stinkweed Imps. Kind of unfortunate. You definitely want the second land. Like, we might just take some natural draws to try to find it. Yeah, like, we're up against Mill, so they Surgical Stinkweed Imp. Probably one of the worst matchups, but at least we binned both of them, so we didn't get one stuck in our hand. So now we're going to take the natural draw regardless. Another Preordain. They top both of them. They find the land. They surveil. It's where they topped both and then just fetch anyway. Oh, we find the second land. That's good. So let's go Mesa. Get the Stomping Ground, cast Artist Talent. Now we should be able to churn through our deck and hopefully they don't Surgical more things. They have 3 more in their deck. Just hope they don't find all of them in the top like 10 cards. Field is really annoying actually because if they hit our green source, then we don't have Loam. Tasha's. Tasha's is pretty annoying too. They hit no birds. That's good. They hit a Creeping Chill. They hit 2 Creeping Chills. Not the worst. That's on tap. We have to take another natural draw. We'll loam back Mesa. Pitch a Thug. Draw a Thug, play Mesa. We could loot a couple times with Lava Dart. I'm trying to think if I want to or not. I mean, we have 23 cards. I guess we can. Let's go for it. Why not? Get the Steam Vents. We'll dart them. Pitch Thug. Draw a Thug. Hit a Creeping Chill. They're acting like they have a Surgical, which would be really annoying. Alright, they do nothing. We hit 0 Arclight Phoenixes. So there's 4 in the bottom 18. Oh, they Archive Trap us. That actually really helps us. We will Lava Dart them, sacking a mountain. Say no. Move to combat. Trigger all the birds. And we win! Wow, that Archive Trap just saved us, man. They hit all 4 Phoenixes. Alright, so we are up against Mill, which is probably one of the worst matchups, just because they have the main deck Surgical, they have the Extirpates. We really don't have anything for this matchup. We just have to, like, dodge the Surgicals. So against Mill, probably bring in Ancient Grudges, just because they're going to be bringing in like graveyard hate on top of their graveyard hate, and it's just more cards. Gemstone Caverns, we can bring those in. We don't have to worry about our life total, so we can actually board out the mountains. I think this is fine. Alright, we're moving on to game 3. Game 2 was just a complete wash, but against Mill, do we want anything else? I'm gonna say no. Alright, on the play for game 3. This hand just has like no graveyard stuff to start us off. So let's mulligan. All right, we'll keep this. It has looting. It has artist talent. Keep. Put back Thundering Falls. We'll go Foothills. We'll start with the turn 1 looting. Even though we don't have anything to loot right now, we can put it into the graveyard. So we can draw 2, discard Thug, and I guess Grudge. By putting both of them in the graveyard, it makes them have to choose if they have some graveyard hate, like artifacts. They might surgical this immediately because it's a, what's it called? And they do. Yeah, again, this is probably one of the hardest matchups, so kind of unfortunate we got paired into it, but opponent said they saw our mill video, so maybe they were inspired that way. All right, they hit all our thugs. At least we get to land this artist talent. Maybe we'll naturally draw something good. They surveil. I keep it on top. Draw a mountain. Let's just play that. Play artist talent. Next turn we can flashback looting. Looking for a dredger though. They find a crab. So this will help with the dredging. Again, as long as they don't have the surgicals or extirpates, which if they're doing this, they might just like either be looking for phoenixes. We find a stinkweed imp. Really hoping they don't surgical that too. But they're paused. Do they have 2 surgicals and 9 cards? All right, they're passing. Come on, let us do it. Stinkweed imp. All right, we hit 1 chill. Are they going to surgical those? Extirpate? Oh my god. Nothing we can do about that. All right, I guess we're going to lava dart them. I'm not going to worry about the crab. I feel like I'm never going to win just hitting the crab like that. We'll hit stinkweed, dredge stinkweed. Do we hit anything? No birds in the top half. We can surveil, so let's just play the foothills and I guess pass. I don't want to sack a land here for another lava dart, I don't think. Maybe like next turn we can do some stuff. They're paused again, so god. All right, well, we're gonna target them sacking a mountain. This is good for us, so they waste. I can't believe they've had 3 surgical effects in the top 10 cards. Kind of gross, but good for us that we get to at least try this. They apologize for all the surgical effects they had. I mean, they do have a lot, but it's the deck. Like, you can't be mad at that. Okay, they do counter that lava dart. So at least we get the drown out of their hand. We're going to discard imp and dredge imp. All right, they get him with Hedron Crab. Show us who's boss. We should still have... Okay, they play another thing. Phoenixes. So let's surveil. Thundering Falls. Steam Vents to the yard. Untap. We'll dredge Stinkweed Imp. There's all the Phoenixes right here. So how can we get all of that? So we shotgun Steam Vents. We can flashback looting, looking for lava darts and stuff like that. I guess as long as they don't surgical our birds here, then we'll be good. So there's one. 1 dart. We're going to draw here and here. Discard here and here. Lava dart. Pitching here. Say no. Lava dart. Pitch here. Opponent says GG. And we win. So once this resolves, we get the Arclight Phoenixes and we hit them down for lethal. All right, match 2 on the play. And we can keep this. We have Otherworldly Gaze into Artist Talent, so that's pretty good. We have our green source. So let's keep Shotgun Steam Vents, and then we'll pass. We'll just look to do this at their end step. I don't want to give away exactly what we are, so you can like wait. Faithless Looting. Hopefully not the mirror. You guys know I hate the mirror. You guys know I hate mirrors. Oh my god, dude. Well, like, what are the odds? Million decks. We just happen to be playing against the same stuff. It's like crazy. Wow, and we just completely brick. Bottom, bottom, surveil, surveil. Just all 3 to the graveyard. And they have a really good turn 1 with Life From the Loam Stinkweed Imp, and we draw the Stinkweed Imp. Alright, let's shock this in, play Artist Talent, and I guess we'll pass. This is just going to be a race. Again, pretty boring overall. See if they loam. Okay, they also have Artist Talent. Set a stop at our upkeep. We can always gaze here. Put Stinkweed Imp in there. Dredge with that. Wait a chill. I'm going to put all of these into the graveyard. Double Phoenix, really good actually. Then we go to our draw step, get the Stinkweed Imp. We hit double chill. Yes. Down to 8. We have 3 in the yard. Lava Dart. I'll just play the land. I guess we'll pass and just hope they don't like pop off here. Because they have creeping chills of their own, but we're lucky to hit them in the top half. 2 mana. Oh, they're playing the Burning Inquiry version. Oh, Cathartic. That's really good. Yeah, they're just going to kind of empty their entire hand here. Cathartic with Artist Talent is pretty gross. They hit 1 chill. Can they bring everything back? Dark Blast. Yeah, they're already more than halfway down their deck. Let's see, 1 Phoenix, 2, 3. How many darts? 1 dart. All right, fortunately, they only hit 1 dart. Hopefully, they don't have one in hand. Ah, damn. All right, let's see if they can kill us here. It's going to be close. They have all of this. I'll just yield. They're basically going through their entire deck right now. If we had 1 more dart, we would have been able to go off, or just a not Boseiju. Because like next turn, we can conflag, we can dart, and then we can just win. Down to 21. 3 birds. Are they going to get in? They do. All right, so they're giving us an out. We're going to dredge Stinkweed Imp. Lava Dart. So we kind of have to win here. So let's start with a Lava Dart. Sacking Steam Vents. Pitch Stinkweed. Dredge Stinkweed. Okay, we find another one. Lava Dart. Sack the Mountain. Discard Stinkweed Imp. Put them down to 7. We find another one. Yeah, we find another Lava Dart, but we're gonna conflag them. X equals 1. Doesn't really matter. We can just do it for 0, but one more time. We have all 4. No, we just have 3. Discard. Move to combat. Get all 3 birds. And we hit them for lethal. I think it's because we have the better art, right? Attack for 9. Oh, they flashback. I guess they might not be dead. They could hit oh man, they could still hit Creeping Chills. That would be unfortunate. I mean, they're mostly through their deck, so they have to hit 1, right? Yeah, they do hit 1. Oh no, and now we're like out of lands. Now they're gonna be at 3. Oh no, we're at 9. And we have no mountains in play. Alright. We thought we had that too, but I forgot about their graveyard. Forgot about their Lava Darts and stuff. Okay, so in the mirror, bring in this. I mean, we're just going to trim like our usual 1, 1, 1. Just need ley lines. I feel like it's just going to come down to hard casting this in the mirror. I'm going to play for game 2. We have the ley line. I'm just going to keep. Not going to risk not having it in the starting hand. Even though we have a Creeping Chill and our hand's pretty weak overall. Put in ley line. Hopefully they don't have one either. Gemstone Caverns. Alright, we'll take it. Start with the Steam Vents. Looting. 2 lands. Let's go. We'll bin here and here. We'll just look to Loam next turn. Oh, they kept a 1-lander. Cathartic. That'll be good next turn, I think. Let's Loam, though. And then we can hopefully dredge into something for Cathartic. Still only 1 land. Wonder why they kept this. Okay, cool. We had a Thug. Cast Cathartic. Discard Life from the Loam. Mesa. Dredge Thug. Stinkweed Imp. And Stinkweed Imp. Hit 1 Creeping Chill. We can look to Surveil. Let's look at our graveyard. We have Lava Dart, just 1 dart. We have 2 Phoenixes. I guess we should have went off this turn, because we could Faithless Looting and then Lava Dart and have 2 birds. So that was a mistake. Alright, they Faithless Looting. But yeah, we 100% should have done that last turn. They discard Creeping Chill and Leyline of the Void. They find a land. So they brought in Leylines too. We'll Surveil. Land to the yard. We'll Dredge Thug. It's only 2 Phoenixes. So let's start with the Faithless Looting. Go Loam, Thug. Discard the Imps, play the Mountain. We're going to flashback Looting. We'll get the Imps out. Discard the 2 Imps. Get 2 Creeping Chill effects, down to 11. And then we have 1 Phoenix, 2, 3 Phoenixes. So go Lava Dart, hit you. Yeah, and then they concede because they're just dead on board. So they kept a 1-lander, and we had Leyline of the Void. We don't have any way of dealing with it ourselves. So now we want the gemstones. They had it, now we want them. I mean, we have the Boseiju, that's about it. So we just kind of have to naturally draw into the Boseiju if they have the ley line. Otherwise, we're just hard casting everything. We'll bring in these 3, maybe like a mountain and a fetch. I'll try that. We're going to keep this. We have the ley line. We have some stuff doing. They're mulliganing this time. Rightly so, right? Just like mulligan to ley line of the void. They go to 5. They do keep it. They kept the no-lander because... oh no, they did have it. Okay. I was going to say they kept the no-lander with ley line, which is pretty funny. Oh, we draw Scalding Tarn. So this is just going to be like a hard cast kind of game. We'll pass. Unless we can draw Boseiju. We're going to be looking for lands. And they Surveil. They exile Stinkweed Imp. They kept a 1-lander. We got rid of ours. Okay. We will Surveil also. Lava Dart. Graveyard. Draw another Phoenix. We're going to hard cast. This would be an amazing non-leyline hand with Cathartic and Arclight Phoenixes too. Cast Thug. Get the beatdowns on. No, they have Lava Dart. Alright, they Bloodstain Mire. Oh, they find Artist Talent. Find Stomping Ground. Say no. We'll cast Faithless Looting. Bin a Looting and Cathartic. And then we'll pass. We're bidding those just because they're like card disadvantage with no graveyard. Alright, they cast a Thug. I'm not going to dart that right now. I'd rather save it for their face. We're going to get a Mountain to save life. Cast Phoenix. Get him for 3. They have a Stinkweed Imp. Cathartic. Okay, so they do Cathartic. They discard a Phoenix and an Imp themselves. Interesting. Surprised they discarded those cards. Do another Phoenix. Attack for 6. They're dead next turn. 3 mana. Level up Artist Talent. Okay. I guess they have nothing else going on. They could have, like, cast a Stinkweed Imp. I don't know. Maybe they missed that. We will move to combat. Attack for 6. Hit you with the Lava Dart. Nice. Alright, match 3 on the draw. And this is like a close hand. We do have the Artist Talent on turn 2. I just wouldn't want to Surveil for Thundering Falls because we need the green source. So it's like turn 1, do nothing. Turn 2, Artist Talent. Turn 3. Let's mulligan this one. Alright, this hand's a lot better. We have the Artist Talent. We're going to put back the Chill. Not a lot better, but it's definitely better. Spire Bluff, Hemio. Arid Mesa. So I guess we'll just look to Surveil turn 1. Hopefully land Artist Talent. We don't even have any spells. It's actually pretty bad unless we draw Faithless Looting or something. So they're going to get in with Tamiyo. I'm assuming this is going to be like fair Affinity. Yeah, there's Urza Saga. So they're just going to have so much graveyard hate. It's going to be pretty unfortunate with Emery. As long as they don't hit like a Tormod's Crypt or something. They do not. All right, let's see if we can mill a Dredger into the yard. Thundering Falls. Mountain to the graveyard. A second Artist Talent. So let's just go Mountain, Artist Talent. This is pretty terrible. Right now they think we're Storm, which Graveyard Hate is also really good there, so they get back the Bauble with Emery. I like don't even want to, oh god, they have another Saga. I don't want to show them what we are before they Saga, I guess. I guess they can just find Graveyard Hate here. Yeah, they find the Soul God Lantern. I guess we'll take a draw step. We're not beating this start, especially we've done absolutely nothing. They bubble us. We draw Blood Crypt. Just gonna scoop there. Not worth fighting through all this right now. Alright, against Affinity, we have Ancient Grudge, we have Oof. Like, we could have kept playing that, but we would have just passed the turn and done nothing again. But by that point, we're pretty much dead. So we have all of this. It's not really worth it to bring in Ley Lines. They're not really a graveyard deck, but we want these three. Take out a Gaze, a Loam, and a Conflag. We'll try that. Alright, game 2. And another terrible hand, so we're gonna mull. This one's also pretty bad. We have the Gaze to save us, so we'll try that. Put back Stomping Ground. Bloodstained Mire. I'll pass, and then we'll just end step Gaze. Oh my god. Soul God Lantern, sure. Again, this is what you sign up for when you're playing a all-in graveyard deck. Shotgun Steam Vents, Graveyard, Graveyard, Artist Talent, we'll keep on top. Creeping Chill them. Stomping Ground, get Artist Talent out there. So at least we can churn a little bit. We'll try to make them pop this sooner rather than later, but we'll see how much graveyard hate they have. Tamiyo. Just Tamiyo. I'm going to look to cast Life From the Loam here. That's why I didn't Gaze, because I knew I'd be casting this. And they have no time to do this, so we'll get some stuff going. See if they want to crack it now. Alright, they do. I'm glad we got that out pretty early, actually. They didn't, they got 2 Gazes, 2 Imps, and that's it. Not the biggest deal. They're pausing like they have a surgical effect. Oh, they have a Force Negation. Okay. Jesus. Alright. So we have the Lava Dart. We're going to upkeep, use that. See if they bolt in this. They do not. Oh, they play the camera. Spider-Man's camera. Phenomena Recorder. What's tough is they do probably have Rebuke now. That's what they're representing here. They could have nothing, but untap. We'll Lava Dart them, just so we can get Thug in the yard. Dredge Thug. Get a Creeping Chill. And 2 Phoenixes. So that's 1 spell. We can dredge some more good stuff. Dredge Loam. 1 Lava Dart. Do we risk it? I don't think we can. We could risk it by sacrificing a land, but then we can never get them back. And that would just be pretty terrible. We'll take 1 more turn. Hopefully we don't get punished for that. They attack with Tamiyo. But yeah, you could risk it and get Phoenixes back, but if you miss, you're just screwed. Alright, well they have the Tez, so they're just going to go get more Graveyard Hate. That's kind of unfortunate again. Oh, they get Mox Opal. Do they really only have 1 form of Graveyard Hate? That's really good for us. We lucked out there. Now we get the Dredge, Stinkweed Imp, hit a Chill, and get the Oof. Gonna cast Life From the Loam, trigger Artist Talent, get rid of Imp. We had another Lava Dart. They're at 10. They have another Force. Oh, the Rebuke that we assumed they had. That's fine. No. 1, 2, 3. Alright, they're just dead if they have nothing. There we go, cool. So they only have just a Soul God Lantern? That's kind of interesting. Alright, do we want anything else? Their colored deck, so Void Mirror's not the most impactful. I think that's it. I think we just run it back and hopefully either get there before they play Soul God Lantern, or just kind of beat the Soul God Lantern. We have Oof. That's pretty solid. We're going to keep. We have Looting into Oof, maybe? Or Surveil into Oof, and hold Faithless Looting for something better. Manamo. Mox Opal. Mox Amber. Into Emery. They mill Bauble, Ottawara. Bloodstained Mire. We'll start with the Looting. Stomping Ground. I just want to try to get a Dredger in the yard. There we go. Stinkweed. Foothills. Because next turn we can Dredge and then play Oof. They tap Emery, get a Bauble. Oh my god, Harbinger? Oh, that's brutal. He's not playing around the Harbinger. Stinkweed Imp. Oh no. Play Blood Crypt. There's the Mountain. And we don't even have a Forest, so damn. Harbinger was not on my radar, actually. Should have been, but was not. So there's no way of triggering enough spells to get back the birds, unless we naturally draw a Mountain here. There's 1 more in the deck. They just have Tezzeret. Go get Soul God Lantern. Yeah, I'll just scoop to that. Yeah, there's no way we're getting past the Moon effect here. Match 4, and this is 5 lands with a Chill and Faithless Looting. I think we can do better than this, so let's mulligan. Alright, this is better because we have Looting and Dredger, so we'll put back a Blood Crypt. Not the most exciting, but we can Looting turn 1 Island. Hopefully it's not the same. It's Affinity. Alright. I know Affinity is a very popular deck right now, and it sucks because they run a lot of Graveyard Hate. Usually, like, there you go. Alright, we're gonna have to force that out, I guess. Shotgun, Steam Vents, pretty unfortunate. We'll bin here and here. Very lucky for them that they just happen to have this. Springleaf Drum, Cranial Plating. Really good start for them. Obviously not the nuts, but the Soul God Lantern is what's saving them here. Oh, they crack it. Okay. No Dredge for us. We draw another land. Discard Stinkweed Imp land. I'm not going to discard both just because I might want them. Go Arid Mesa, and then we'll just look to Surveil. Kind of glad they did that immediately. Welding Jar. I feel like they have a Kappa or something, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shadow Spear. They do have the Kappa. So next turn they're going to have Kappa and Shadow Spear. Probably not beating that, but we'll see. Down to 16. Surveil. Gaze to the yard. Untap. We'll Dredge. We're going to have to hit really, really well here. Not well enough. Get a Mountain. Cast Faithless Looting. Dredge. Discard 2 Imps. Do get a Chill. There's a Conflag. Yeah, without like Artist Talent or something, we're just kind of dead here. So they're going to, we'll let them do it, but they're going to equip here and equip here. And that should be, let's see how much this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14. Yeah, really good hand for them. All right, so we're just going to bring in those same 3 things. Take out Gaze, Loam, Conflag. Consign is questionable. They're mostly blue, but it could stop like Saga Constructs. It can stop like Soul God Lanterns if they hardcast it. I'm going to say no. I could be wrong. It's pretty awkward when they just play all blue spells. Alright, this hand sucks. We're going to mulligan. This hand also really sucks. Like turn 1, nothing. Turn 2, cast Loam, nothing. Against Affinity, against most decks, you just need like an actual functional hand turn 1 and turn 2. Alright, down to 5. Alright, we'll keep this. Put back Chill. Wooded Foothills. Say done. Arid Mesa. Get a Steam Vents. Faithless Looting. We draw the Chill. I'll bin both. Just trying to high roll. Hoping they don't have a Soul God Lantern. If they do, they have to decide between the 2 at least. Mox Opal, Bauble. Alright. They could have Metallic Rebuke. We've been an Ancient Grudge. Trying to think if I want to hit this Opal right now or not. I'm going to say no. Dredge. I'm just going to Loam the 1 land. Not the most exciting, but we're going to need that later. And it kind of forces them to see if they want to rebuke this. They could always rebuke the Grudge. Alright, they counter it. So if something was getting countered, I'd rather it be that. Shivan Reef. Again, we're just looking to dodge Graveyard Hate. Lava Spur Boots, Cranial Plating. They bobble us. So no counters up. That's good. Unless they have like Force or something. Well, Dredge Thug. Maybe we should have Dredged Loam there actually. And then we could get the land back. That's my bad. Because now we have nothing to do. I think I'm just going to hit this now. And then I guess we'll pass. But yeah, if we would have Dredged Loam there, then we could cast Loam, get back everything, get a land, and then just be in a much better spot for next turn. They play Otawara. So I'm glad we didn't hit the Mox Opal. They have a lot of mana and Shadow Spear too. Oof. Second Mox Opal. Alright, I'm doubly glad I didn't hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thought Monitor. Lava Spur Boots. Get him for 3. Dredge Loam. Oh, we hit the oof. Loam back. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll pass. There's 2 Phoenixes in the yard. They're still at 20. We haven't done much. They're just gonna like equip here maybe. They just hard cast Pinnacle. Tap land. Equip Lava Spur Boots, getting for 6. Alright, unless we hit some Creeping Chills, which we have 1 in the hand. We're going to be dead next turn. Let's Surveil. Lava Dart, start 19. I'm going to bin that. You could keep it to try to trigger the birds, but because we only have 2, let's Dredge Stinkweed. Alright, we hit 1. Could technically Conflag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3, 4, 5. I kind of like doing that actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do it for 5. We could ping them for 1 if we discard our entire hand. Do I want lands? I kind of want lands for the Lava Dart. I don't think the 1's going to save us. And we have to pay for ward anyway. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll say okay. Pay for the ward. That way they can't gain life and they can't trigger Pinnacle. And we only have 1 Lava Dart in the graveyard, so we can't. So I'll just pass. Yeah, next turn we could maybe play a land. Flashback Faithless Looting. My god. They top-decked Tormod's Crypt. That's insane. Oh, man. That's so unlucky. We draw a land. Damn, man. Not having good games against these Affinity decks. And we'll fetch. Get a tap Stomping Ground. It's good to get a fetch land into the graveyard anyway. Oh my god. Alright, well, You're never gonna win games like this, just flooding out. Oh, another Soul God Lantern. It's crazy they're top decking both of these like this. So we're just gonna be on like Hardcast Phoenix mode or something. Hardcast Chill mode. We've been the Blood Crypt too now, so we can't even do that. Yeah, they're just top decking better than us. Saga, Thinkweed Imp, nope. Alright, welcome to the final match. On the draw again, and we're gonna keep this hand. We have Faithless Looting with Golgari Thug and Life from the Loam. I think we've been on the draw a lot. And we're going to be up against Energy, so let's see how this deck does against Energy. They have main deck Thraben Charm, so that's going to be potential issue. We draw another land. We don't want to draw any more lands. Let's get a Mountain, cast Faithless Looting. Then a Phoenix and a Thug. Oh, actually, we should have just... Oh, that's my bad. We should have just Lava Darted the Ocelot Pride. It's okay. Well, actually, oh, that feels so bad. We'll see what they do, but we should have just Lava Darted this. If they get in for one... I don't want to waste... I'm not going to sack a Mountain on this. Like, they're going to get a cat, and it'll be whatever. If they play Ocelot... If they play a Johnny, then we're going to have to do it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge mistake. I was too busy talking. Alright, so... Ocelot Pride gets in for one. Maybe we can just, like, go over the top, but... Yeah, that was an easy Lava Dart. We'll Dredge Thug. Get a Chill. So I guess we're going to Bloodstain Mire. So we could Lava Dart, Flashback Lava Dart, and just clear both of these. That just feels terrible, though. We'll just pass. Huge mistake. We'll see what they do, though. Flage. Alright, they Flage us. Get in with everything. They don't have any red to, like, trigger this. Conflag to the graveyard. Oh, that could actually be really good here. We Dredge back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm just going to take it, because we're just going to Conflag next turn. So awkward. So we'll go red, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to play a land for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just going to play this tapped, and then we'll see if we can beat a Flage. As long as they don't have Arena of Glory. We'll play tap Stomping Ground and pass. Do they have the Arena? They have a red source. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they can just bring back Flage. And then we're going to have a lot of work to do. We're going to have to Dredge back Thug, and then just maybe Flashback Looting. Yeah, they bring back Flage. Dredge Thug. No, we don't hit anything. Flashback Looting. Dredge, Stinkweed Imp, and Thug. Discard. Yeah, we just hit absolutely nothing. Damn. Alright, so against Energy, we have Force of Despair. That's about it. Take out a Loam for Force and try that. Alright, on the play for game 2. Just another terrible hand. We're gonna mulligan. Alright, we'll keep this. We finally have an Artist Talent. I think we've only had this like once or twice the entire league. This just lets you churn through your deck, so you definitely want this. So we'll probably Surveil turn 1, look to Artist Talent turn 2, and then kind of pop off with Looting as like a 1-mana loot here, and then we'll see. Then Creeping Chill. Could always start with a Looting also. Yeah, we might as well. Let's just do that. After we talked about everything else. I don't want to save this for turn 3. We draw a Creeping Chill, which sucks. We'll bend these. You want a Looting on turn 1 anyway, just so you can try to hit a Dredger. They Shotgun Sacred Foundry for Guide of Souls. Dredge Loam. Hit another Phoenix and a Lava Dart. We'll go Arid Mesa, play Artist Talent. And then next turn, we should be able to go off. So we're gonna... We have no Dredgers, I guess. We also could have Loam to get a Dredger in the yard, but we wanted to get Artist Talent out. Hopefully they don't have Thraben Charm. It looks like they do. Yeah, they definitely have Thraben Charm, so let's go Bloodstain Mire. Fetch. Maybe we'll make them use it in response to Life from the Loam instead. I mean, there are 2 Phoenixes in there and a Lava Dart. Yep, of course they have it. Alright, we'll just let that happen. Gonna Surveil. Don't want another one. So now we can just Cathartic here. So Life from the Loam, Stinkweed Imp, Golgari Thug. Pitch here, Dredge, trigger these Creeping Chills. I'm glad we're doing this through the Thraben Charm. Pretty funny. And then Lava Dart here again. Discard Stinkweed Imp. Stinkweed Imp. God of Souls is dead. We get the birds back. Attack for 6. Put them down to 6. We only have 1 land in play, so we've gone through 2 Creeping Chills. They purge, and a tap land. So if we can find another Creeping Chill, Stinkweed, we do not. Attack for 3. Wow, we got there. Through that Thraben Charm. So we know they have Purges, we know they have Thraben Charms. That's pretty much what we have to dodge. So let's run it back. We didn't get to bring in Gemstone Caverns. Submitted it too quickly. But we will keep this hand. All good. All good. Guide of Souls. Not really what you want to see. I'd rather see Ocelot Pride to trigger Lava Dart. Another Lava Dart. Wooded Foothills. So we could Faithless Looting, looking for a Dredger, but if they go Ocelot Pride, we're going to be unhappy. Are we just like, kind of doing our own thing here? I think we are. Let's just go for it. Could also bin a Lava Dart. Nah. I was considering binning it and like saving it just in case. Let's get a Stomping Ground. Faithless Looting. Not very good. Been a Chill. and a Phoenix. We're just really hoping they don't have the Guide Pride hand, especially because we don't have any Dredgers. Oh, tap land. Come on, just pass. Wow, nothing. Okay. So we're assuming that they have Graveyard Hate because they didn't do anything this turn. There's the Surgical at upkeep. Or a draw step? Okay. Yeah, Surgical is becoming a lot more popular in the meta, so makes sense. Really hard to beat Surgicals. And they have Orm's Chant? Jesus. Alright, we'll play Foothills. I'll pass the turn. Yeah, they drew their sideboard cards. That's just like the unfortunate part. They have Flage. Yeah, I'm not sure how we win this through Surgical. We just kind of hope they don't have it. We'll Surveil. Because like even if you keep Phoenix in the hand, they can just activate it whenever they want. Get them for 1. I'm actually trying to think, like, how do we win without Phoenixes? We just don't. At 21, Chills can only do 12. Guess we could conflag them. Can hit them with Lava Dart, but they're just gaining life. They're getting too much life too, so if it was any other deck, I'd say something, but like let's maybe double dart them and see. Discard Stinkweed Imp, dredge it. Sacrifice a mountain, discard Stinkweed Imp, dredge it. Because we can always dredge Loam for turn. And there's Conflag. Oh my god, and they have Purge too, damn. So yeah, they just drew all their sideboard cards. Get Loam back. We will Loam back 1, 2, 3. Creeping Chills. I guess we've hit none. I'm not going to play a land. We don't need to play a land. But they're going to get back Flage, which is annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dash Ragavan. Interesting play. We're going to kill it. Now they don't get back Flage. That's kind of a weird play. Get back Loam. Shock this in. We do have 2 Conflags in the air. It's just like not going to matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They gain 3 back there. We do 7 again. Yeah. It's just like not going to matter. Alright, so that was Phoenix Dredge in Modern. Like you guys saw, this is a very all-in graveyard aggro deck. If we were able to dodge the Graveyard Hate, the surgical effects on Phoenixes, we won. If we didn't, then we lost. Like we talked about before, Surgical Extraction has become even more popular just because all the graveyard decks are combo focused. So Goryo's, Archon, you're going to hit them with Surgical, you're not really going to do Soul God Lantern stuff unless you're Affinity. I thought this deck was pretty fun, especially when you got the pop off, which sometimes we did, but a lot of the times we just drew absolutely nothing. We either flooded or just didn't have any Dredgers in the yard. Dealing with Graveyard Hate is always annoying, but luckily we were able to fight through Thraben Charm and Soul God Lanterns. Overall, I don't think this is ever going to be a competitive deck just because it is very all-in and loses the surgical effects and most Graveyard Hate. But that's any Dredge deck, right? Otherwise, Artist Talent was fantastic when we actually got to cast it. It really helped churn through your deck so that way you could get Arclight Phoenix and Creeping Chill and just kind of win the game on turn 3 or turn 4. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this Dredge video. If you want to see more modern content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time. Peace.